we could do. Castaway from Winnipeg wastes all his time sandbagging. It's the beach. Relax, it's the tide. It'll come in every day. We're not digging a trench around the whole camp. Forget it, it's not happening. They're just different countries. Like Americans, they'll take ordinary people, put them in some kind of life-threatening situation, make them eat disgusting things, call it fear factor. Well, here we just call that Air Canada. I don't know what's going on in the world. Everyone's worried about Iran becoming a nuclear power. India's a nuclear power. That scares me. I don't know, no offense, but, you know, a country that can start a nuclear war that believes in reincarnation? Push the button, don't worry, we're coming back. Push it one time, I want to see. I'm going to be a goose. Come on, push it. Push it. You're such a chicken. You'll never be a chicken. You'll just be that guy sitting there not pushing his button. That's what you'll be. It's just stuff you can't wrap your head around. Suicide bombers, can you wrap your head around that? How does that work? The only thing I can kind of click with is these are 17-year-old boys who are told as their reward for doing this they will receive what? 72 virgins in heaven. Folks, I remember being 17. Probably would have strapped dynamite to my chest to get to second base. Are you kidding me? 72 virgins? Oh, man. I think I'd be the one guy, okay, listen, could I get like maybe 36 virgins and 36 real sluts? It's heaven, right? I don't want it to be awkward 72 times in a row, you know? Somebody teach me something. I can't be the only one who knows, you know? Just have 72 of them huddled together. Did he do that thing with the... Yeah, what was that? I don't know what that was. Somebody tell him don't do that. I don't know what he should do. I've never done this. Guess it'll suck for eternity. Guess it'll just be terrible. Man. I am a single guy. I got married young. I got married back in '94. I was 23 years old, and it didn't work out. It was a strange wedding. Just I should have known it would be weird. My family, all from Ireland, Irish roots. Her family, all French Canadian. So French Canadians and Irishmen at the wedding. It was the bartender's dream come true. That's what it was. Just 150 drunks, and every last one of them demanding independence from the English. Yeah, it didn't last very long. Well, she was from Quebec. She wanted to separate. And, so we took a vote, and what do you know? 50% is enough. You don't need +1. You really don't. Oh, I wish that was a joke. What's new and exciting in my life? My friends took me fishing this summer. I don't fish often or terribly well. I didn't realize we were not keeping the fish. I guess they call it sport fishing, catch and release fishing. I didn't know. And you know, it's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm proud of myself. I caught the first one, and my buddy's got it on the line like 3 seconds. Good for you, Dean. Off the hook. And back into the water, and I'm like, why did I come, you know? Well, I'm fairly sure I could dangle a line in the tub and have as many at the end of the day. This is thrilling. And my friend's trying to explain, oh, no, it's sport fishing. You catch the fish, you let it go. Much more humane for the fish. Like, I'm sure the fish thinks so. Hey, thanks for the hole in my face. That's nice. I'm a freak. I'd rather be in a pan. You're an idiot. And no offense to you, if anyone catches and releases, I don't want to make you mad. I think I made a guy mad at a show once because I leave. I find my tires slashed and repatched. Friends wanted to take me skydiving this summer, and I chickened out. I haven't gone. Because you know what scares me? It's the guy packing the parachute. There it all is, right? If he does it right, you're fine. If he does it wrong, it's my life, not his. What does he care? He could tie it in a knot and throw it in the pack. Big deal, right? And my guy, the instructor, he didn't strike me as the brightest bulb on the tree, and he goes to hand me the pack, and I swear to God, the words out of his mouth, he says, hey, this is only the second one I ever packed. I'm like, what? My buddy leans over and says, don't worry, Dean, you got the reserve chute. Oh, that was the first. My friend's big advice if you get to skydive, he says, free fall from above the clouds. And before opening your chute, fall through the clouds. Very, very exciting. Unless you find out it's just a low-lying fog. A little less exciting. Or maybe more exciting. But...
Your discretion is advised.
I got the, I feel like I'm kind of squinty and blinky. I got the laser eye surgery done this past year. Has anybody done the laser eye? Oh man, that's the best money I ever spent. I got the LASIK procedure, and I gave him the extra $50. I got the X-ray vision. Nice. It's not in the pamphlet. You got to ask. But I just got tired of having the savings. So. But they say they tell you everything. I don't think they tell you everything, right? I tried to be as prepared as I could so there'd be no surprises. They surprised me, and I'll tell you what happened. They put you in the chair, right? It's kind of like a dentist chair. They tilt you back, and they give you like a Nerf football to hang on to or something, just so you got, you know, just keep your hands busy, right? So you don't punch, I'm guessing. Had to have happened at some point, and they said, just give them something to do with their hands. Huh? I'm tired of the black eyes, because that's your instinct. Eh? Somebody digging in your eyes, get away from me. But you got a little squishy thing, and they kind of dope you up a little bit, and then they put in the they give you the clips, right, from A Clockwork Orange. So the re-education began, and then they put in the freezing drops, and thank God for the freezing drops, because I couldn't even imagine the procedure without. Well, do you remember like 100 years ago when they first pioneered the laser eye surgery? And there were no freezing drops, right? No lasers, really, come to think of it. Right, it would just be like a guy in a back alley with a lantern staring into my light, and you would go blind, and he'd run away with your money, and you couldn't chase him. It was a hell of a scam. But technology is much better now. And they have the lasers, and so they put in the clips and the drops, and that freezes it all up good. And then they put this, if you know what the LASIK procedure is about, they put this device on the side of my head that I think makes me look like a Borg for just a little while. Right, I am 20 of 7, and the fraction doesn't even work, does it? Of the 7 of us, I am number 20. We're not the smartest Borg, right? We can't count. We work together to come up with the wrong solutions to the equations. So they put this on the side of my head, and this has, if you know what the LASIK procedure is about, it's got a blade, and the blade goes across the top of your eye, and it makes a little slice that they peel back, because you wouldn't want to damage the eye, right? So they flip that back, and then he comes at you a little squeezy, boop, 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 cleans it up. So I give him a loony, that's my usual. Because you don't want him ticked off doing the other eye, you cheap bastard. Huh? So you grease him a little, and then he tells you you're going to see a red light, and look directly into the red light, and don't look away. And that's clearly the laser. You don't want to look away. Oh, I got a nose job too. Look at that. That's kind of nice, actually. Is that extra? Is that free? So he says, look into the red light, and that's your job, and we'll count you down, and just keep looking at the light, and everything will be great. So I see the light, and I'm looking right at the light, and the assistant, she says, 20 seconds, you're doing good. 15 seconds, terrific. 10 seconds, good job. And then right about, I figure maybe 7 seconds, here's what they don't tell you. Is that toast? Is somebody making toast? I get juice in a cookie when I give blood. Is there post-surgery toast that... Oh, man, folks, I thought I would live my entire life without knowing the smell of my own eyes burning. Did you think that could possibly occur? Huh? Did you think you would know that in your lifetime? If you're like at a county fair or something, some exhibition, and there's a tent, and the fortune teller says, in 3 years you will smell your eyes burn. You go, what? Under what possible circumstances? Huh? There's got to be butane in this later. I just filled it. There's no way. I swear this is full. What does the sun look like magnified? I've always wondered what the sun... How are you going to burn your eyes? So you kind of tense up for a second, and they sense it, and they tell you, no, that's normal, don't worry, and you relax, and then they do the other eye, and then you wake up the next day, and you can see the world, and it's a wonderful thing. But it freaks out, because I read the pamphlet like 20 times. I wanted to be prepared. And it says right in the pamphlet, this procedure is done with a cool laser beam.